Greetings, Chris Feola here with another edition of the Perfecting Equilibrium vlog. Well, last week we were working on building some marketing collateral for Feola Factory, and after we finished that one, I tried a few more things and got some interesting results in terms of using Adobe Photoshop Generative Fill for the camera instead of the Adobe Firefly that I originally used to build the fun but very cartoonish steampunk camera. So I thought I would start again from scratch and see what I could get with Generative Fill just in Adobe Photoshop. And so here's what we got, and I really like that. That's pretty interesting. And they give me three variations. This one is the most speed graphic-y of the three, but I'll show you all three. Here's the second. Pretty interesting, semi-realistic version of the old camera lens. I do like the soft, out of focus, no bokeh background there. And here's the third version. Also interesting here. It's a little less speed graphic-y, a little more room here for me to put Feola Factory in up at the top. Again, I like the, I think in terms of marketing collateral, having the background out of focus gives me more that I can do. This, though, does a pretty good job of that also. So I think the question there would be, with this small superstructure here, where could I fit Feola Factory into it? Might be able to put it here. I do like the out of focus aspects on this one. I do like the tools and the bench. I think overall this might be our best bet, but let's try this. Let's shrink this on the screen a tad, and let's build the extend the canvas a little bit here. I'm just going to keep the height the same, and I'm going to make the width, let's just try 8,000. And now I'm going to see if I can generate this a little bit. Let's see what that does. See if that'll extend the background a little bit for us. My original intent was to put a background behind it, but maybe if I could just get this background to pull out, then I can crop it down for the square versions of the collateral. Let's see what it does with that. For reference here, I'm running this on an older AMD Ryzen 7 chip. It's a couple of years old, but it does have 8 cores, and I've got 16 gigs of RAM in here, so it gives you some idea of how the Adobe Photoshop, this is the beta version of the latest, because it tends to have the AI stuff out ahead of the regular. Me being me, of course, I've got 9 or 10 other things running at the same time. Let's see. Let's change the camera. I'm not crazy about that. Let's change the camera in ways I'm not crazy about here. Now we're back to the old three. I think I'm going to stick with this one here. So we'll see about extending out the background a little bit next week. See how that works. All right, that's it for this week. We're just at the 5-minute mark. So Feola out. Have a great week.